day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
I think for years, in talking Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp. But just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game, they've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys, a Hall of Famer you get to work with. You get to develop, so it's almost plug and play every year, man. Now you're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Looking to pass, it's Denson. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Turned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Slings it downfield. Got a man. It's Moore. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Over the top. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got it down the field. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves him looking at 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Denson. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to try to pop it. Then it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Mensah. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. A quick pass to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hurricane! Stealing a score on special teams. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The handoff to Johnson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 11 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's open on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. A give to Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Back to pass, it's Denson. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Still running at the 35. Could be an alley. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Throwing, Mensah. Pressure coming. And they got it.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. I haven't really seen that, though, in this game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air, it's Denson. Setting up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Mensah fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Fletcher. And they're able to get him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Now on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Clemson calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execute.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of